For those of you who don't know me, my name is Miguel Guerrero. And if you know me from school, you might know me as the happy person, because I am. But it was not always this way. And I'm gonna tell you a little something about myself. So, when I was younger and my mom was still pregnant with me, like before I was even born, she was into drugs like heroin, crack, she smoked, she drank, she didn't really care, she was pregnant with me. And unfortunately, when I was born, and I was diagnosed with ADHD, which I still have to this day. She just wasn't there, she was distracted in life, having her own issues, and unfortunately it affected me. And because of that, my grandma adopted me when I was just a few months old, 2 to 3 months, and she was my mother figure really until I was 5 years old. She was basically my mom. I called her mom. I didn't even know her as grandma. But unfortunately, when I was 5, she passed away from cancer, and this really broke my heart. It broke my family apart really. We didn't know what to do. After that, I ended up going to my aunt and uncle's house to live with them after that. So from when I was 5 to about 7.5, I lived with them. So about a good 2.5 years. And when I was about 7.5, turning 8, they decided they didn't want to take care of me anymore. Not because they didn't want to, but because they had 4 kids of their own, and they had a lot of financial problems, so they kind of just gave up on me. They felt like I was better off with someone else. Because of this, I went into foster care at the age of 8, and I was there from about 8 to 16, so a good 8 years. And in those 8 years, I lived in about 10 to 12 different houses. It was pretty hard for me, and I was a pretty sad kid between that time in foster care. But I didn't have during that time when I was in middle school, I didn't have a lot of friends. I was kind of that kid who just hung around by himself. I was a loner, you can call it that, but it wasn't my fault. I just never had an experience where I can get along with people because of my ADHD. When I was younger, it was just hard for me to control. I didn't know how to express myself to my friends or adults, and especially myself. I was a really troubled kid. I would express myself by breaking things or telling people off, and that's what pushed people away from me. They felt like I was too hard to help. They just kind of gave up on me, and I always wondered why. And I kind of knew why. It's just that I felt like it wasn't fair, because I always needed someone there. And around 8th grade, I started thinking to myself, do I really want to live like this? Do I really want to be depressed with no friends? And that's when I started really thinking, But I felt like I didn't want to use my situation as a negative thing. I wanted to use it as a strength to help myself and to other people. I want to be like, yeah, I went through this, but I overcame it, and now I'm here. I want to be people. I want to help others. I want them to have someone to look up to, even my family and just friends. It just I wanted to be that kind of person. It wasn't easy for me to get from the depressed stage to where I am now. If you knew me now, you would have never guessed I went through those obstacles. And it's pretty crazy. I'm very blessed. I'm thankful for everything that I've been through, because I know that everything happens for a reason, and I'm a real believer of that. And I've met people who gave a crap about me, people who didn't give a crap about me, but I want to thank everyone who was there for me, because I'm here where I'm at now because of you guys, and it really means a lot. So in my freshman year of high school, I got to know a really great friend of mine. Her name is Rose, and in the beginning of freshman year, I played football, and that's how I got to know her. and she introduced me to one of her friends, and we dated for a while, and me and Rose had this friendship where like we were brother and sister, kind of thing, and she thought it would be cool to introduce me to her parents, and because of that, uh, me and her parents talked, and I told them my story. I opened up to them right away because I felt comfortable. They made me feel welcomed and loved, and even though it was my first time meeting them, I just kind of felt that, and I knew that they were going to be good to me. And it's pretty hard to trust people when you've been through what I have, and for me to do that, it was pretty serious, and the outcome of that, I ended up moving in with them, just a few months later, and now I'm pretty much living with them until to this. The two most important days of my life were when I was born and the day I found out why. I've always known that I wanted to help people since, around 8th grade, where I found myself. I felt like I had that ability that a lot of people don't have. Well, everyone has that ability, it's just that they don't go out of their way, they don't go out of their way like they need to. I'm not telling you what to do, but I'm just saying, like, if you have the chance to help someone, do it. It's not hard, you know, but you also have to make sure that you're stable yourself. Something about me that just loves helping people and making them smile. I love to smile. I'm a happy person, and every time I see someone having a bad day or just looking sad, I always go up to them and be like, what's wrong? Kind of try to be there for them, because I know that not everyone has that person in their life who wants to be able to help them and lead them to be a better person. And for me, it's very important as a person and just as a friend to help my friends out, and just people in general. It just makes me feel better knowing that I helped you out with anything. It's just making you smile, you know, anything, really. The thing that I don't understand is when people put each other down, and they they just make each other feel miserable. That's so much harder than lifting someone up. If you see someone having a bad day, just be like, hey, what's wrong? That little question right there could make their whole day. Like, thanks for caring, you know? Like, it confuses me. It's really, like, it's easier than it sounds. To be honest, I feel like a lot of people prejudge me and don't give me a chance to really know me. And a lot of people think I'm annoying, and that's I agree with that. I can get annoying at sometimes, but if you know me outside of school, you know that I really I'm a good person, and I really like helping people, and yeah. I know when someone has a bad day or something, people are just gonna be like, whatever. They don't really care. But for me, I'll go out of my way, even though I don't know you. I'll go out of my way to make sure that you're okay. I want to be able to make you smile, not just because it makes me happy, but because I feel like they need that strength, that sense of hope, and yeah. If you don't know me and you go to my school, you should, and if you're having problems, you should talk to someone. And if you don't know who to talk to, you can always come find me. Like, if I don't know you, you can introduce yourself. We can be friends. Don't be scared. And I promise you, I won't judge you for who you are. I won't judge you for your problems. I just want to be there to listen to you if it's gonna help you out. I feel like it's very important because I never had that person there for me. Like, well, I did, but not when I needed them. I had them when I was like already in the happy stage, and I wish I had someone there the whole time for me, but I didn't. But I'm still okay. I didn't have that as an excuse. I always tried hard. I want to remind you that if you're having a bad day, or if you're in a situation that makes you feel down, I want to remind you to always smile. Smiling might not seem a lot, but I promise you, it will make you feel better. I promise you. I'm so blessed to be the person I am today. Um, I know I'm kind of serious in this video, but yeah, I just kind of want to make a point that I cannot be more happy or blessed than what I am right now. Like, just, I'm very happy, you know, and people notice it and appreciate it, and I'm very appreciative for that people notice me, and that's what I'm here for, you know. I'm here. So I also want to thank you for listening to my story. I know not many people by me might be moved by it, but if I'm able to make one person smile, that would mean the world to me, you know. If I make you smile, and like really smile, it would mean the world to me if you come tell me, if you come find me on either on Instagram, at school, like in person, you know, whatever way, just as long as you tell me that I helped you out, that would mean the world to me, you know. I would really thank you so much. Um, this is just me telling my story. This is like, I don't expect anything back, but if I do help you, you know, it'd be nice if I can just be, if you can just be like, you know, you helped me smile, you know, and that would be really cool. I would really appreciate it. Thank you.